Hello, welcome back to my channel. I figured it could be really interesting, and especially just for my own keepsake, to kind of keep a log of all of the things I'm experiencing in this first trimester, maybe record anything that happens, doctor's appointments, anything like that. And of course, assuming everything goes smoothly, would love to post this and share this with you guys once things have progressed quite a bit. So today I'm recording this, it's Monday, November 13th, and I believe I'm around 6.5 weeks pregnant. So I don't know for sure yet kind of when I'm due, and to be fully transparent, I know that typically it's calculated based on the first day of your previous cycle. However, I wasn't having regular cycles leading into this pregnancy, but because I was tracking my ovulation, I kind of have a pretty good idea of I think when my due date would be. So we'll know for sure when we have our first doctor's appointment and hopefully have a good ultrasound and get everything confirmed. And at that time, they would provide a due date for me as well. So with that being said, I'm assuming I'm somewhere around 6.5 weeks right now, but just wanted to kind of start keeping a log of kind of my symptoms, what I've experienced, what I'm going through, and hopefully this might be able to help some new moms out there that are kind of going through their first trimester as well. So to start off, early pregnancy symptoms, I'm talking weeks 4 and 5, I didn't have any idea that I was pregnant. I actually only decided to even take a pregnancy test because I was testing for ovulation, and what had happened was basically my ovulation tests would show 2 lines when you are peaking in the LH hormone and you're gonna start ovulating. It had been rising and then it had stayed high at a peak amount for 4 days, and that's not normal. Normally it might peak and then stay high for maybe 1 or 2 days after that, but it will go back down once you ovulate, and it wasn't going back down. So I started Googling this, is this normal for your LH levels to remain high for 4 days? And basically my research said to take a pregnancy test because those ovulation urine tests can actually sort of get confused with the same hormone that you put out when you're pregnant, because very similar chemical structures, and so they can pick up pregnancy hormone instead. And I was like, oh, maybe I should take a pregnancy test. And so I did, and it was obviously positive. So beyond grateful for that. I already posted my finding out I'm pregnant video, so make sure you guys go watch that one if you haven't seen it yet. That was right around week 5, and week 5 was when I started to notice some symptoms. But I would say the biggest things I noticed in week 5 was really just I was tired. I'm not a napper at all. I took a couple naps that week. I was exhausted and was experiencing a lot of hunger, super hungry all the time, could not be satisfied, always was wanting a snack. So those were kind of the main things. And then kind of towards the end of week 5, I started noticing a lot more mood swings, tearfulness, things like that. Week 6, these last few days, I've noticed a lot more nausea. Primarily when I'm hungry, I'm getting nauseous. So it's important to definitely be snacking and having meals often so that I can kind of keep my nausea at bay. Still very tired. I've had some acne, mostly on my chest. It's not too bad right now, but definitely a lot more pimples popping up than I normally have. And honestly, I'm kind of having almost every early pregnancy symptom in the book. I have to pee a lot. I'm really thirsty all the time, hungry, a little nauseous. The one thing actually that I was not expecting is the girls. Mine are not sore, but I will just say a certain part of them is in a lot of pain, and that is not fun. And the funny thing is that everything comes and goes in waves. I am not feeling every single symptom every day or every minute of the day. It's sometimes I'm just exhausted and need a nap. Sometimes I am starving. Sometimes I am nauseous. Sometimes I'm having to pee all the time, and it seems they're kind of just going in waves. What's weird too is some days I kind of don't really feel symptoms, and then I'm oh my gosh, am I still pregnant? So I think that that's also super normal to have some days where your symptoms are super mild and you almost feel you're not pregnant anymore, and some days where your symptoms are super intense. The other thing that's been hard so far is just keeping it a secret. I know obviously you're not supposed to really talk about your pregnancy until you're farther along because there's such a high chance of miscarriage in that first trimester. At this point, we really haven't told many people. We've told my sister because I was I just need to talk to somebody about it. And then because we saw Chris's family last weekend, we decided to go ahead and tell his family because obviously I wouldn't be drinking, and normally I would be drinking, and there was restrictions of things I couldn't eat. So we figured it would just be simpler to just go ahead and and tell his family. But anyways, what I was trying to say about like telling people is just that it's really hard to not tell people, and it's like such an exciting thing you want to share with your close friends. And I get that you should be careful about like who you tell, because people are going to give you, you know, their unsolicited opinions and advice and everything. But I personally like feel comfortable telling people close to me, just because, you know, if something does happen, if our first ultrasound doesn't go well, then we have those people to help support us and get us through that hard time. So we do have a couple other people we're planning on telling, my parents included, and yeah, just kind of like working through telling people, which is really fun, super exciting. It's been so much fun telling people, but really just trying to stay positive and hope that these next couple of weeks going into our first doctor's appointment and ultrasound go well. Just have to share a midweek 7 update for you guys. Haven't fully made it through week 7, so I'm not recording my full entire symptoms yet, but look at all this like chest acne. I love that for me. We are glowing. Fun symptom. I have heard that like as a wives' tale, if you have acne or like your skin is not glowing or whatever, that means you would be having a girl. So could be a girl, you guys. All right, you guys, we are here in week 8 of my pregnancy. So I forgot to record week 7. I kept thinking like, oh, I'll do it today, and then I kept forgetting, so I do apologize for that. But let's just talk about the last like week and a half, what's been happening. I'm like halfway through week 8, I believe. I'm recording this on a Monday, and as of right now, I think my week starts over on Thursdays. But basically, symptoms wise, the last like week and a half has been tough. I have been dealing with a lot of nausea and fatigue. Like those have been probably the most glaring things that I'm dealing with right now. I've also been pretty bloated. Actually, the other day I felt so bloated, and I like took a picture in the mirror and I was like, it actually looks like I have a bump, but I don't actually think that I do, because I'm only like 7.5 or 8 weeks right now. Yeah, I would say the biggest thing though has been nausea and fatigue. I haven't actually thrown up. It's just been like food aversions. Yeah, it's been kind of a struggle, because also like Thanksgiving was this last week and I did not want poultry. I did not want chicken or turkey or anything like that. So I basically just had sides, which is totally fine. But anyways, I've just been kind of on that note struggling to like get protein in. Fatigue is crazy. It will come and go. I will be like totally fine maybe in the morning or something like that, and then after lunch like I feel like a zombie, or vice versa, feeling just like a zombie when I wake up, and a cup of coffee doesn't do anything, and it sucks that you can only have like 1 small cup of coffee every day. So just kind of dealing with those things and trying to just like take it easy a little bit, and that's kind of been what I've been dealing with lately. So I haven't been to the doctor yet, so my appointment is tomorrow actually, and I'm just like so anxious, you guys. Like I'm so nervous. I feel like I've seen, you know, so many people on YouTube and stuff like talking about miscarriages and just like how common it is and stuff like that, and I'm just really nervous. Like I don't want that to happen, obviously. My appointment is tomorrow at 2 p.m. and I will take you guys along with me. So yeah, that's where I'm at, you guys. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Tomorrow I will take you along with me to my doctor's appointment, my first doctor's appointment, and hopefully it will be all good things. All right, you guys, it is the next day. We have our appointment in like 30 minutes, so we're gonna head out here in just a couple. I'm nervous, kind of freaking out. I've been pretty like chill and mellow today, not stressed or anxious or worried about it, but now that it's here, I'm just like I'm nervous, hoping everything turns out okay.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Hi, okay, I realized I did not update you guys after our doctor's appointment. We got home so late and I was like not about to record more. So just an update, obviously everything went amazingly. I don't know if you could really tell from the video. We'll find out when I make this video, put it all together, but there was a heartbeat. The fetus had all the things that it needed to have in the ultrasound. So everything is looking really good. The one thing is that I am definitely farther along than I thought. So today I'm recording this on Friday. We had the doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and tomorrow I will be 10 weeks. So I know I thought I was only like 8 weeks or something for that doctor's appointment. So yeah, I'm a little bit further along than I thought. So I think now that we've had the doctor's appointment, I'm gonna start telling people here and there, and then probably like fully announce it on social media in January, because then we'll be out of the first trimester. So, but yeah, that's the update, and apparently I'm at 10 weeks now. So crazy. I'm almost done with the first trimester, you guys. Okay, you guys, pregnancy update. We are in halfway through week 10 now. I think my last update was checking in after the ultrasound last week at like 9.5 weeks. This weekend hit 10 weeks, and then this week has been a little bit of a whirlwind. Basically on Saturday morning, I kind of like thought I was having some spotting, but it was just like a little bit in the morning and then it stopped. Sunday I thought maybe I had a little bit, and then nothing on Monday. Yesterday, Tuesday, I thought I saw another little spot. So I ended up calling the doctor, and they were like, well, we can't get you in today, so we recommend you go to urgent care. So I ended up going to urgent care yesterday morning to have them just look at that. And well, so basically the baby's looking good and healthy, but I basically have a subchorionic hematoma, I believe is how you say it. And it's, if you're unfamiliar, it's basically like a blood blister in my uterus. So I'm kind of like on bed rest right now, which is basically just to help my body heal a little bit from that, and it sucks. Yesterday was kind of hard just because it's scary. Like anytime like spotting or anything like that happens, it's scary. I'm obviously still in the first trimester and just trying to like get through the first trimester in one piece. I am grateful that they did an ultrasound and the baby looks good and healthy and everything, and kind of from like the research that I've done, typically these hematomas, they heal themselves. They just go away on their own. So it's really just a matter of me kind of taking it easy. And I definitely feel like in general, this is kind of like my body telling me to like slow it down, take it easy. Prior to this, like I was going to the gym still and doing lots of like outdoor walks and trying to be as like active as I can. But you know, maybe I just need to tone it down a notch right now while my body is trying to grow a human, and just need to like be patient with myself. So just trying to like stay positive right now. But yeah, that's kind of the update. It's a little bit scary, but like I said, just trying to stay positive and, you know, focusing on the fact that the ultrasound looks good and the baby looks healthy. Okay, you guys, we are just about to week 12. I'm at the end of week 11. Checking in today because I have a doctor's appointment today. And this is like the one where they do, it's called like NT. Here, I have a referral for it. It's like a special ultrasound. It says NT US only. It's nuchal translucency, and they're basically checking for like Down syndrome. I think like this is super common that you get a scan around 12 weeks and they're basically checking for Down syndrome. To see like if there's any indicators of the baby having that. So we have that scan today at 3:30, and it's 2 o'clock, so we're gonna head there in like an hour. I feel like I look so tired, and that's because I'm so tired. I just didn't sleep super well last night, and that's probably part of it, but also the pregnancy exhaustion, first trimester. Okay, now you're being cute. The first trimester exhaustion is real, you guys. It is hard. So I've been very tired. I may or may not try and take a nap later. I don't really have time, but maybe I'll just end up falling asleep early on the couch tonight, which is something that I have done often during this pregnancy so far. I am feeling a little bit nervous for the scan today. I mean, we're still in the first trimester, so like anything could happen. Obviously, in general, I think pregnancy is scary, like, because even if you're through the first trimester, you could be at your 20-week scan and things, you know, go wrong, and it's just a stressful time. And I feel like people don't really talk about that as much. It's more like excitement and stuff. And of course, I am so excited, but it's also like you don't want to get too excited, because what if something goes wrong, and then now you have to like you almost like don't want to get your hopes up in case something goes wrong, you know? So that's kind of like where I'm at. I feel like I just get nervous before every single doctor's appointment, and then after they've gone good, then I'm like fine for a couple days until my anxiety comes back. But I feel like overall my symptoms, like my crazy pregnancy first trimester symptoms, have started to kind of decline. Like I'm not as nauseous, but I'm definitely still nauseous. I'm not as tired, but I'm definitely still tired. I don't have as many food aversions, but they're still kind of there. So I feel like my symptoms are slowly getting like more manageable, but they're definitely still there. So that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, that's basically it. It is several hours later. The appointment went well, if you couldn't tell from that video. Everything looks really good with the baby. They are growing. Futures are developing. They've got arms and legs, and they have a nose and hands. It's pretty crazy, you guys. It's crazy to see like how much has changed in just like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks since our 9-week appointment. But yeah, so I'm just really happy that everything looks good. The baby looks healthy. No concerns with genetic disorders or anything like that. So all great news. And that's basically it. So that pretty much wraps up week 11. I basically have one more week that I'm gonna record until we are at week 13, which I believe is technically the start of my second trimester. So I can't believe we are almost there. I'm so grateful that it's gone relatively smoothly, all things considered. All right, you guys, let's just catch up for a second. So today I am just a couple days away from being 14 weeks, which means I'm through the first trimester now, which is so exciting. Kind of crazy that I made it through the first trimester, but I just wanted to recap some things that have happened over the last couple of days for you guys, last couple of weeks, because I don't even know the last time I checked in with you. We were in Washington for like a week and a half, and we actually found out the gender while we were there. So I will overlay that clip for you guys so you can hear what the gender is officially.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, untie the bow, and then like it'll pop on the other side. Are you nervous? My heart is beating. I can't see the hang on. Okay, ready? Ready?
Yeah,
It's
ready?
towards you. It's towards you. Like this.
Yep.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Trying to use cameras. What else is in your box? It's a girl.
Little baby croc shoes.
Yay!
Counts the strokes.
But yeah, so that was super exciting. So much fun to find out that we're having a baby girl. Back home in Vegas now, and just wanted to recap some of my symptoms over kind of the end of my first trimester. So still experiencing like some nausea. It does feel like it's getting better. It feels like I am improving and less nauseous, less food aversions. So I feel like I'm like turning a corner here. The exhaustion is still here. That's not very fun. As you guys can probably see in the photos, or in the video, I am having acne a lot, which sucks. That's never something that I used to struggle with. So it's been interesting, dealing with acne. It's really frustrating, but I'm just doing my best to take good care of my skin. I'm hoping that now that my food aversions and nausea are better, I can get back into eating cleaner, because I do think that that's probably part of it, is not eating the healthiest. I was still having some cramping here and there. It's something I'm gonna ask my doctor about. I actually have an appointment tomorrow, and I'm just gonna ask him about cramping, what's normal and stuff. I think it's pretty normal through the first trimester, but I haven't really had cramping these last couple of days, so I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it for now. But the other thing that's been really sucky is I've been getting a lot of headaches lately. I am just a headache person. I get a lot of headaches in general, and I have read and heard that the second trimester you are really prone to headaches, especially if you already get them really easily. So that's not fun for me. So yeah, not super stoked about that. That's kind of the only unfortunate thing. But as of right now, in theory, symptoms should start getting a lot better, and I should start feeling a lot better, and I should start feeling the baby move hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I don't really have much of a bump yet, but I'll pop up on the screen a picture I took over Christmas on Christmas Eve, where I think just with all of the eating and stuff, I was noticing a little bump. So I'm starting to get a bump. Yeah, I think that's basically it, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this first trimester vlog, keeping you guys updated, and let me know if you enjoy hearing about pregnancy stuff. Also, I was thinking of doing a pregnancy related Q&A, so let me know down in the comments if a pregnancy Q&A would be of interest to you. But that's it, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed my first trimester vlog and first doctor's appointments, finding out the gender, all of that. We're so excited to be bringing a baby girl into the world in 6 months. So very exciting, and I will catch up with you guys next time.